New York Knicks tonight lose to the Golden State Warriors, 126 to 113. Again, another game without Jalen Brunson, who's out with an ankle injury. Another game, another day. We see a team that's supposed to be on a championship tilt show how weak they are. Jalen Brunson's contract might be the biggest in Nick, like relative to the time, pricing, or inflation, or that crap. This team don't got no heart. This team can't defend. We are a champagne limousine based team. We don't have no toughness. We don't want to die to defend a shot on this team. There's so much confusion. There's so much energy waste on this team. Guys getting lost on closeouts or what they're supposed to be, which closeout is which. Rotations are so poor. This team is weak, bro. I've never seen a team that can at least make the playoffs, Knick team that is, where they could literally score on 5, 6, 7 straight possessions and literally give up points on the defensive end. Like it's nothing. I blame everybody on this team. And the person I blame the most is the coach, Mike Brown. Y'all dude said, and again, I'm not sitting up here complaining, talking about bring back Tibbs. Tibbs, retired, stay retired, enjoy life. Get your little IG hoes. But y'all told me this guy was supposed to bring levels to this team. And because he talks to the media, he's talking to the media. What's changing? What's changing against the Kings with Precious bum-ass Achua had 20-something points on us. He's talking about how, this team and his deficiencies, whatnot. How about your deficiencies? You can't galvanize nobody. No one seems to respect you in terms of play hard for Mike Brown. You're a nice coach. You're a nice guy. You can't instill anything in these guys. You can teach all you want. Dude, you can have the greatest offensive system in the world. These guys ain't buying into it. You can have the greatest defense system where these guys ain't buying into it. And let me say something about Pressure Achua real quick. I'm tired of these bum-ass players, no offense, like Pressure Achua. And if I saw him, I'd say it to his face. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but I'm tired of these dudes disrespecting this Knicks organization, Tibbs and whatnot. Bro, you were only good in spot minutes. When you sat there the other day and you mentioned how would you know if the bench is bad if you never played? Precious, they played you. And when they played you extended minutes, you were terrible. Remember the game against the Celtics where you got spun around by Jason Tatum and your knees were on the floor as he's shooting a 3 above your head? Do you know how many times you've missed open shots? Wide open threes you've missed, air ball. Wide open layups you missed. You were terrible. I give you credit. There were spurts of genius. When you had that game against the 76ers in the playoffs, I think it was game 4, game 5, like the game right before we went over and traveled to the 76ers. It was a win we had, right? You played some of the best defense I've ever seen on Embiid, and no one gave you enough credit for that. I give you credit for that. Other than that, you were not dependable. So it's cool you had your little run with the Kings, but there's a reason why you're on the Kings and why you're not on the Knicks. Maybe you guys have to start looking in the mirror. I know football players, basketball players, baseball, you guys are never really accountable because if something goes wrong, they fire the coach and they fire the GM and then they may get rid of you. We get it. But Precious, you were terrible. And I mean that with all due respect. You were a hot garbaggio, straight anal, children's dookie. Like, you were not good. So when Tibbs looks down the bench and he says, I got Pressure Achua, I got Landry Shamet, who's not shooting well because he has a shoulder injury. I got Cameron Payne, who give me good spot minutes here and there. He's inconsistent. I got a bunch of young players who I don't know if these guys are ready or not. Huck Purdy's out. Oh, yeah, and Pressure Achua, a guy I can't depend on to defend at a high level because you got cooked several times last season. You can't score. Yeah, look, bro, you got your points against the Knicks. Just be quiet and move on, bro. There's no need for you to take shots at Tibbs. He gave you a chance. You blew it. That's why you're on the Kings. Ask the other NBA teams. Why aren't they look at pressure and chill and say, oh my gosh, that's a gem on the bench? Because you're not a gem. No offense. I mean, I with all due respect, you're my Nigerian brother, bro. But as a Nigerian, you know what we also do, bro? Especially with our we also take accountability for what we've done wrong. And you need to take accountability for your shit play last season. That's not on Tibbs. That's on you. If you're able to hit your threes from the outside and defend at a decent enough level consistently, I'm pretty sure Tibbs would have found minutes for you. He's found minutes for players who are one-dimensional, who couldn't do half the things I just asked or hoped that you could have done last year. Remember Nerlens the Wells? Anyway, back to this Knicks game, man. Watching this game, getting torn to pieces. It just felt... First, we were up by 14 at one point. Lost the lead because the Knicks don't have... We don't have the makeup to hold leads like that. That's a Jalen Brunson thing. Jalen's here. He's get to the basket. He'll get a foul, draw a foul, slow the game down, get us to the line, throw more further. We don't have plays like that. Everything is outside play. 5-out offense. Look, don't get me wrong. We scored enough tonight. But we live and die by the three. We live and die by the three on both ends of the floor. If we don't make a three, we're screwed. If we can't defend a three, we're definitely screwed. Pod's giving you 19 off the bench. Steph Curry hitting one of the shots on OG Anunoby because they're already in rhythm. Guys with open threes after open threes after open threes on the Warriors because we failed to master rotations. I blame Brendan O'Connor. I blame Mike Brown. I blame this whole organization, bro. Y'all brought in this guy that's supposed to bring levels. What are the levels to this team? What are the levels? Your man Cat can't stop fouling people. When a new coach comes over to a team, you're supposed to see a certain imprint, especially on existing players. Where it's like, oh, I see now Draymond can actually pass the ball. He can actually facilitate. Damn, Mark Jackson wasn't having him do that. Where are those levels on the squad, bro? Where? Celtics. Udoka Mazzulla. You would have never thought a billion years that Derek White was this tough of a player, offensive player. Until he got to the Celtics. And he was on a Popovich. What are the levels on this Knicks squad? What are they? Don't get me wrong. OG Anunoby had a when I say great, had a good night tonight against the Warriors. 25 points, 10 for 20 from the field. Only 1 for 4 from outside. But he was attacking the basket and constantly putting pressure on the Warriors. Mikal Bridges, solid night. 21 points. 9 for 11 from the field. 3 for 4 from 3. Miles Brittlestein, 25 points. 9 for 16 from the field. 6 for 12 from 3. But what are the levels to the squad? Easy buckets for some of these guys. See, other guys outside of Jordan Clarkson only had really 11 points. Bench was useless. Shamet coming back from injury, but the rest of the bench useless. And mind you, for all the people, oh my gosh, he loves the kids, bro. Out of all the young players, Huck Purdy got 10 points. Kolek had 11 points. 11 minutes. Excuse me. Huck Purdy had 10 minutes. Kolek had 11 minutes. My bad. Huck Purdy had 10 minutes, excuse me. Where's all this distribution, these rotations, and this? You are supposed to have levels. Your best player is out. That's not to say you're going to win every game. Obviously not. But this team looked like it's like you watch this team and it's just individuals. You watch the 76ers. You watch some of these other teams where they bringing over guys who, played in the G League, young players you never really heard about. These spot kind of player types or whatever. A major player is out. They come in, play, give you 15, 20 minutes. And they excel versus the Knicks. For whatever reason, we don't have a team where we have guys who seem to want to play for the badge, bro. Does it feel like that? When these guys get in the game, they're trying to agitate even? Man, we down by 11. All right, let me do something sneaky to Draymond, make it, try to get him to draw a flagrant or create a flagrant. Do something to throw him out of something. That's Dante DiVincenzo. That's my son. He'd do that, but the rest of the squad, bro, these guys, man, the heart is not in it. Obviously, Mitchell Robinson being out hurt us, but these guys ain't in it. Cat, man, I'll give him this. Tonight, 20 rebounds, 8 of them offensive. 17 points, only shot 6 for 14 though, 2 for 4 from 3. I think he probably gave a better effort offensively tonight, but getting barked on against the Kings and laying on the floor. But it's obvious and look, man, I've said it before even the trade. Before even the trade was thought of, I already said I didn't want this guy here. I'm so sad because I watched Jalen Brunson, bro. And I wish Jalen Brunson was born, 30-some years ago, bro. I wish he was on the 90s Knicks with Patrick Ewing, who needed a point guard, a legitimate point guard. This is not fair to Jalen Brunson. I understand why Kobe got mad when he's playing with a whole bunch of the Nick Youngs and all these guys, bro, who they just not it, man. And I think this team obviously is more talented, but talent don't mean nothing if the effort's not there, if the heart is not there. The focus is not there on the defensive end. Guys getting lost. How many open threes did the Warriors have tonight? They shot 44% from 3, 54% from the field. Like, Moses Moody went 7 for 9 from outside, bro. Moses Moody don't got no effing bag. Guys is playing back on screens. Guys are literally just looking at the 3 go up because, I forgot where my man was supposed to be. What the hell are you guys studying? Don't get me wrong. Look, you guys supposed to have a normal life and whatnot, but damn, son, I can't even get mad when fans be getting mad at you guys for having podcasts. This is like, bro, you guys playing so inept on one end of the floor. It's like, what are y'all doing? I'm watching you watch teams. You watch the Pistons, bro. Let's talk about Isaiah Stewart's an elite rim protector. I know what the numbers are saying. I've watched Isaiah Stewart for years, bro. I'm not, this dude ain't no Theo Ratliff. I'm not scared of Isaiah Stewart for his career. But you see this guy fighting over screens, hedging, doubling. This team, bro, man, it's just weird how we're so inept on one end and we have 2 wings who are getting paid buku bucks. And they're getting cooked. One more than the other, obviously, Mikal Bridges versus OG. But it's like, I don't even know, bro. The Warriors they're 4 games over 500. But this is not a season where you're looking at the Warriors to make a deep run. But they're playing for the honor of the badge, man. The Knicks have a target on their back. And I feel like, man, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, bro. Kobe Bryant had a commercial years ago. I don't know why they don't show this commercial anymore. Like, not saying I never see it. I've seen old Kobe Bryant commercials like reference elsewhere in social media stuff. Never see this one mentioned. The one where he's in a away game and hits like a game-winning shot, and the home crowd is obviously mad at him, and he's relishing in it. The Knicks don't relish being the enemy. A few years ago, I don't know if it was last year, but I know a few years ago, we actually had a record better on the road than we did at home at one point under Tibbs. And I think some of that was like, we were coached so well up, like to have that us against the world mentality, but we want to come to your house and embarrass you, play you tough, make you work hard for pride on your own floor. I don't feel that by this Knicks squad. I feel like we food. And it makes me mad because, damn, we need our fans to cheer us on and make us feel good, bro. We should relish. Yo, bro, man. The greatest feeling would be seeing Mikal Bridges do that stupid celebration after he hit his 6-3 in Golden State. And the fans are booing him. And Draymond's talking trash. Steve Kerr's giving glances. Steph Curry takes out his mouthpiece because he's pissed. You know how... And then you'll see your because we Knicks fans travel everywhere. And then you see your fans popping up proud. Yeah, we run Golden State. Yeah, we run Phoenix. Yeah, we run San Antonio. We don't have an enemy's mentality, bro. We're never going to be liked. Jalen Brunson's never going to be considered one of the best for several years. Melo said himself, suit to Melo, but Melo, bro, you talking about Cade Cunningham for all Jalen Brunson's done. You don't give him the benefit of doubt. And Cade's finally, I would say he's finally popping after for 1 year. He's been playing well for the past 2-3 years. Really since he's gotten drafted. But the best over Brunson, bro, no one respects us. Onyx said it, yo, all we got is us. These evil streets is rush. I don't know what he said. With the road to rush to get like, we don't have no. This ain't it, bro. This front office messed up. There's a reason why Karl-Anthony Towns, despite putting up 24 and 10, was not wanted by the Minnesota Timberwolves, bro. There's a reason why, bro. That's not it. They're going to have to make a trade. They're going to have to move people around if they want to salvage a run to the championship. These are the games without Brunson, and thankfully Brunson and rushing thing back. 'Cause I know I have a sick feeling Brunson could have been like, yo, I'm good, I can go. And they're like, Brunson, bro, no. You're hobbling to take a dump, bro. Like, you can't even, you're wincing in pain. Stop, heal, stop. You watch this pussy-ass squad, bro, by the Knicks, man, weak. These dudes is weak. These dudes just want to get the acclaim of being New York. Don't get me wrong. Guys like Miles McBride play tough, bro. You got a few others. I mean, Josh, even though tonight, man, just put up a stinker in terms of offense, right? You have the pieces here, but, man, some of these main players supposed to be stepping up, man. Garbaggio, bro. The death man, Yabusele, you can't depend on this guy. He was an absolute zero tonight. Only played 4 minutes. Now people realizing why Tiz plays with these shorter lineups. Some of these guys, man, you can't just have some of these guys in there. Sometimes you have to have it where, yo, I'm going to play you 30-some minutes tonight. I'm going to keep playing so it's ingrained in you. Now, I agree some of these guys should be getting less playing time, but I get I understand the reason as to why they did it. Because some of these guys, you got to drill it into their heads, bro. Like, son, you got to do this. You got to do this. You got to rotate here. You got to be on your man here. When they show, when he fights, when this guy who can't shoot, when he drives off the screen, you can play under. If a guy who can shoot, you fight over the screen, the big hedges, and then you get back in your man, your big rotates back to the roll. Like, you have to run some of these things. Because these guys, yo, bro, these guys, they go through AAU college without getting a lick of true instruction on how to improve their games because they were averaging 40-something points in middle school. And some corporation, somebody's going to give them a big deal. Now it's NIL money. So some of these guys, man, they're not getting no proper instruction back. So I get why Tibbs was doing that to instill in these guys simple fundamental things, bro. And unfortunately, all the players who lack fundamentals always come to the damn Knicks. The rotations, are you freaking serious? Moses Moody, 7 for 9. Don't get me wrong, Moses Moody is a nice little piece, bro. We got to stop giving role players career games versus the Knicks, man. It's disgusting at this point. Julian Champagny is a 34% shooting from the floor, from the three-point line. He put up 11 threes against us. Moses Moody put up 7 threes. Like, bro, what are we doing here? And don't get me wrong, Moses Moody is a three-point shooter. I'm not... Where's Mike Brown to have a game plan that says, yo, they want to shoot threes on us, we're gonna play this to make sure they can't bomb threes easily on us. Where's that game plan with Mike Brown? You guys tell me. You guys said that Mike Brown, he loves explaining in the media. That's why we like him versus Tibbs. Tibbs doesn't tell us anything. Bro, you don't need a coach to tell you anything. The game is right there. I'm watching the game. I don't need Mike Brown to begin the season. Well, we're gonna run some drives, some off ball, some read and react on all these terms. Because half you guys don't actually watch the freaking game. You're on your phones on social media. You don't look up film, which is typically available right after the game on NBA.com. Guys aren't watching past games. So you need a coach like Mike Brown to impress you. Oh my gosh, he's helped me to understand. You've been on this earth for how long, and you don't understand a backdoor cut? You don't understand off ball action? You don't understand weak side, strong side? Huh? You don't know what a Spain pick and roll is? You don't know what an 11s is, horns action? You need him to tell you this stuff. Now he's told you this stuff, and he can't even get this team to execute adequately enough to beat a team like the Warriors. Makes me freaking sick. I gotta live with Kyle Tucker rejecting my Mets. He went to the Dodgers. Manchester United is in limbo, bro. Jets. Dante Moore's going back. The Knicks were supposed to be the only thing that's supposed to give me happiness in sports for the next year and some change, bro. And we're flubbing it. We're throwing it away. These guys could talk. Yo, bro, man. That's man. Look, man. I ain't for all the talking. I don't care what you talking about, bro. Execute. All y'all execute. Only person to get away with it, even though he needs to execute too, is James Dolan. Because you want to sit up there and talk about how we evolve? Tell me how we evolve with Mike Brown, bro. Tell me the levels. You got players on this team talking about, I don't know what my role is. Really? You don't know what your role is after you're 30 years old. Your big ass is 30 effing years old. You don't know what your role is on the team yet? It was definitely not being somebody that we could depend on, because you can't stay out of foul trouble. You can't score consistently. Just a goofy, bro. Just goofy, bro. Man, I'm so sick to my freaking stomach. This is one of the first games I've watched this season. Maybe the first game I watched this season. When I say one of the first, I just felt empty. We hit a shot. I'm like, I know we're not going to come back. Down by 8. I know we're not going to come back. We could have stopped our shot if our lives depended on that. That's on the coaching staff. All this talk. We're going to do this. Bro, okay, a man is hurt. You're supposed to even, since Jalen Brunson's not a good defender, according to many of you guys, we're supposed to be stopping these teams from pouring on points on us, even though we may not score as much. We haven't held a team in this West Coast trip, but we went 1-3. We haven't held a team under like 110 this whole West Coast trip. Yo, son, man. Get this shit together and make trades. Move people at this point. I don't care. I don't care, man. Move people around. Find ways. I know Cat's going to be a hard contract, but that's on you, Leon Rose, bro. There's only so much. It's only so much, man. You pulling off some Donnie Brasco-ish, bro. You brought in Cat to ruin his soul up. You Al Pacino, son. You brought in Cat. That's your man. You brought in Johnny Depp. That's you. That's your man. That's not my man. I never wanted Cat here. I don't fall for the 24-10. I lived through the days of Corey Maggette. I lived through the days of guys who give you great stats but didn't lean to team winning. Oh, for all you stat nerds out there, how do you improve Cat? Y'all keep saying it. Mike Brown has to, what are the plays? What is the system? What is it that they have to run to get the best out of Cat? And you're not going to talk about defense, right? Man, get this garbage out of here, bro. I'm tired of this. This is shit. These guys make me sick to my stomach, the lack of effort. They needed Josh to come back to win a game because guys don't want to die for the ball. Guys don't want to rebound. Just clumsiness all around, bro. Oh, for all the people, yeah, Shamit. Man, Tom Thibodeau was holding him back. Man, your man's still missing. I know he just came back from injury, and I know shoulder injury is not easy, but he had a shoulder injury last year. So is Mike Brown going to get the same? Your man shot, 2 for 7 from outside versus the Warriors? There's tips. Who y'all blaming now? Tell me who y'all blaming now, bro. Gotta watch all this money on the bench. These guys can't execute. Yo, bro, I don't want to hear none of y'all talk trash about no damn Jalen Brunson. Shut up. Shut up. Eat a Frank. Eat a Frank. Eat a Frank. Eat a Frank. ball hogs. I wonder why. He's taking too many shots. He's not fit. I wonder why. This offense has no wrinkles to it. Jalen Brunson has a higher usage this season at 32, 33% he did last year under Tibbs. But this guy, Mike Brown's supposed to open up the playbook and do all this magical No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. When things go bad, Jalen, can you save my ass? Yeah, yo, bro. Tired of this, bro. I want my chip. Y'all dudes told me this coach is supposed to be it. Or that they have a plan. Is we got to move from chips. Okay, great. Get me to the chips. No more excuses. I don't want to see us be bullied by lesser teams anymore. If we're that team, well, now I think we're in third place now. But if we're that team, you gotta show out, man. Your depth is literally, it's the indication of the coaching. Because that means your lowest common denominator guys, the guys that end the bench should at least get some type of minutes. Maybe I say end of the bench, but guys who typically in rotation get the least amount of minutes that they could go out and they could give you great. They give you flash of games when key players are out. They can go out there and defend. They can do things, fundamentals at a high level because you coach them day in, day out to do at least one or two things really well. And especially in a spot situation. You don't have that. We don't have that. So that tells you a lot about the coaching. Did you check the pedigree? Did you check? Do you do your homework on this guy before you brought him on, or you just had to get rid of Tibbs? Let me chill, bro, because I don't want to make it like it's a Tibbs thing. I swear I'm not. Let Tibbs rest in retirement, man. But this, I'm looking at the coaching, bro. Look at the coaching. I don't see any elevation of anybody's games. Nothing. These guys don't inspire me. They don't. I don't feel. Brunson's out. I'm seeing this dude just watching on. So I don't want to see Brunson's face in street clothes, bro. That makes me sick. Like, bro, that dude's a straight up dog, and he has to watch these pussy ass dudes not go out there, defend, and give it their all. If you look at some of the categories on his team, Jalen Brunson is actually one of the Knicks' best defense statistically when you look at percentiles and stuff like that. Statistically. Yeah, he's not one of the best defenders. I mean, it's obvious, but at least he tries, plays a passing lane, will try to straight up defend versus ISOs, defend versus the post-up against players who are bigger than him. Pause. At least he tries. This guy is your best offensive player. I got to watch night in, night out, just a stupid foul by Cat because he doesn't know how to freaking defend. How about you guys hire coaches that can teach a big how to shift his weight, shift his feet, how to properly shift his weight once he feels that the ball hand's going to go one way or the other in the post or whatnot, to stop trying to steal the ball with this because you don't have sleight of hands, Cat, you're big dope. How about we hire guys for Cat? And hire my psychologist too. Get in his freaking head so he can stop making his stupid ass mistakes, man. Golly, bro. Like, when you need this guy, man, he just disappears, man. He's like the airbender, but if he never came back from the initial time he disappeared when they all needed him. Golly, man. Cat sucks. This team sucks, bro. Leave in comments at the end of this video, man. I appreciate y'all. We got a game coming up Saturday versus the Suns at home. Thank God. Yay, everybody can play at home so you can feel comfortable. Yay. Oh, I can be in front of my fans and my fans will cheer for me. Shut the fuck. Man, y'all pussy ass dudes, man. Shut the fuck up. I wouldn't even want to come back home. I don't want to be around No, I want to go out there and kill. Yo, bro, the Knicks should be coming back like that one Viking-ass dude, even though he died because the tooth bit him. He got bacteria on his through him. Y'all should be coming back home with freaking heads on the strings. Like, yeah, son, look, I got Steph Curry here. I got Wemby. I got freaking Devin Booker. I got freaking bum-ass Danny Avdija. Come back home showing off to the crowd. Yeah, we did that 4-0 on a road trip. This is light work for us. Oh, Brunson's out? Yeah, Brunson was out with the ankle injury, but Kolek stepped up. Whatever. Diawara stepped up. Everybody else on his team stepped up. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Diawara played 1 minute. Oh man, I swear, Mike Brown gives me fraud vibes, bro. He gives me fraud vibes, bro. But we're here now, bro. We're here now. We're here with Mr. Ponzi over here, bro. Fraud ass coach, bro. Assistant coach, nice guy, good guy. He's probably a great guy in real life. I ain't talking about that. Ponzi scheme coach, Amway ass coach, Nigerian email scam coach. Can you please give me money for my swimming team, even though I look like I'm 35, and we don't have a swimming team in freaking Farragut High School? Ass coach. This is trash, man. Leave y'all comments, man. F this game, bro. This is bullshit. Peace through. God bless. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.